Well, we're about 5 seconds away from a day that I have been looking forward to for basically the last 5 years of my life. It's 10 o'clock, and it's time for you and I together to unveil uh, probably the one of the biggest dreams I've ever had for my life. You know, it was in June of 2015 that I got up and I made the decision that it was time for me to stop just talking about something that I wanted for my life. I realized many, many years ago that God had given me a special gift, and that gift was really my mind. Uh, it was my mind's ability to be able to watch people and, in most ways, see the contradictions between what they talk about and what they do. And that gave birth to probably if you know me, the most important three words in philosophy that I've ever written: behavior never lies. And I knew that with the gift that I had been given, that I needed to use my hearing and my eyes to watch people and watch how many people choose every day to drop out of the world of learning. And what many people fail to understand is that when you drop out of the world of learning, you step into the world of sameness. And I would watch people, and people would come to me and they would talk to me about what they wanted for their life. And, you know, I would listen, and I could feel the hunger that was there, but I could also feel the skepticism. And so a dream was born in my mind. Why not take what you are creating and will create and put that into a platform, because the internet is growing so fast. And there's such an opportunity through the internet to reach people. And why not take the gift of mind that you've been given and your ability to show people how to move beyond the restrictions that they place on their life? Life does not restrict us, folks. We restrict ourselves. So, in my mind, started the germination of creating this learning center. And I'll tell you, it was there, it never went away. But my world was so busy, at least I made it busy, that I kept saying, you know what? Someday I will do this. And then in June of 2015, I got up and I had one of those come to Jesus meetings with myself, where I said, you know what, Richard? Our world today is rapidly changing. And many people, because of the pace of the change, are not really prepared because they live in a world of confusion. And yes, there's tons of information on the internet. There's all kind of courses, there's all kind of classes. But none of these really are what you're capable of delivering. And it's time that you stop talking about building this learning center. And it's time that you create this learning center. So, for the past 5 years, I have been working on, I have been talking to the developer about. And today, on December 4th, 2020, we're here and we're going to launch the Learning Center. And I am just over the top with excitement to be able to share this with you and to unveil today this Learning Center. Because, folks, dreams are what give life energy. And you see, we have this sketch pad inside of us, and that sketch pad is there for a purpose. It's there for us to build upon. And when you bring out your box of mental crayons and your mind comes alive with a possibility that you know you can turn into an opportunity, that begins the formation of a dream. And those dreams are what give life energy. They're what give life motivation. And I'll tell you something, dreams give you something to look forward to. You see, without a dream, your mind, which is a dreaming center, your mind is constantly looking for something to put on that mental sketch pad. I watch so many people who really, you can tell the desire that is within them when they talk to me about what they want for their life. But there's something missing. That desire is there, but that desire by itself can't create the dream because that desire has to be tied to that determination. And then that desire and that determination has to be tied to the discipline. Because when the desire, the determination, and the discipline come together, there's motivation. There's a clarity in your mind. And there's something for your mind to look forward to. But if you starve that dream to death, it moves from the world of being a dream to a fantasy. You see, I think dreams are important because they give you certain things. They give you that hunger, which is desire. They give you that determination, which is the push you need sometimes to step beyond where you are. And they create that discipline that says, this is not something I'm going to just talk about. This is something that I will achieve. And it makes dreams such a powerful part of your life. Dreams are important because they give you reason to believe in yourself. I've always been a dreamer. I've not always believed in myself because I had to overcome some old tapes. But as I let go of those old tapes, and as I began to talk about becoming the me that I was placed on this earth to be that authentic me, and to take my gifts and to take my talents and to invest them, all of a sudden the belief that I had in myself began to grow. And as they grew, so did the picture that I was putting on the sketch pad. Dreams are important because they give you an expansion of the horizon. You know, too many people, they look into the distance and they don't see anything. Why? Because they live in the clouds of doubt. They live in the clouds of worry. They live in the clouds of uncertainty, which paralyze them. And as long as you're paralyzed, you're not able to see what the horizon can really offer your life. But when you clear those clouds, there is a process, there is a pathway, there are opportunities there for you to remove all restrictions and find that dream that you were placed on this earth to achieve. Dreams are important because they give you anticipation. I'm not the most patient person in the world. And for the past 5 years, as I've continued to work and lay out this learning center, I've had to curtail some of my impatience. And I've got to say, Richard, if you get there before you're ready, it's not going to be that which can bring the value to people. You've got to walk at the right pace. You've got to open your mind. You've got to challenge yourself. You've got to make sure that what you're creating will give people what they need in order to find not only their dream, but everything that dream is there to bring to their life. And then dreams are important because they create momentum. And momentum is energy. Momentum is motivation. Momentum is that fuel that feeds your desire, that strengthens your determination, that pushes you to be that disciplined person you need to be. And I'm going to tell you something. There are a lot of people who stand on the edge with desire, but because they don't have that determination, knowing that this is what they want for their life, they don't have that discipline to make it a consistent plan of achievement for their life. The desire is starved to death. Folks, every life needs a purpose. A life without a purpose is a life that's lost. Every life needs a purpose, something to look forward to. And that something is a dream. Dreams are the mental seeds that each day you can feed nourishment. For the past 5 years, there's not a day that hasn't gone by that I haven't planted seeds with my dream. I've looked at the sketch pad. I've laid out the plan. I've gotten clearer and clearer on what I want it to be, what I want it to offer people, what I want the value to be with people who are willing to step into the classroom of learning and step out of their world of sameness. Dreams are the mental seeds that each day you can feed nourishment. You can water with mental attention. Let me tell you something. As I've worked on this learning center, my mind has just kept expanding and my sketch pad has just gotten larger and larger. And as I have fed it nourishment, and as I've taken that dream and I've watered it with mental attention, I have watched over it with the belief that it will happen. And today it's going to happen. Today we are going to launch what I think is one of the most important learning centers that you could ever bring to your life. Yes, there's a lot of them out there. But what makes this different is it's mine. It's my mind. It's my understandings. It's my 40 plus years of working with human behavior. It's my ability to see beyond where people are limited. It is my gift in being able to create classes, to be able to create those places that people can go into the learning center and they can expand their horizon and gather that clarity that they need to have the calmness to really believe in their self. But not everybody's ready for that. Do you know how many people spend time killing their dream? If you don't nourish it, if you don't water it, if you don't believe in it, it can't happen. So here's what I have found over the years that has killed most people's dreams. Desire diminishes from the lack of attention. You ever had that dream that you said was important to you? You ever had that place in your life where you said, this is the purpose of my life? And that desire was there and you got into it and you hit the tough moments. And do you understand what the tough moments are? They're the lack of preparation. They're stepping and dropping out of the class of learning and allowing yourself to slip into the world of sameness. And in sameness, desire is not fed. And when desire diminishes from the lack of attention, your dream is going to diminish also. What kills most people's dreams? Refuse to be consistent with the needed actions. You have no idea how many people I've had tell me, Richard, this is what I want to do. This is what I want for my life. And I sit there and I applaud them for what they want to do with their life. And I know them well enough to know this is something they can really achieve. But you know what happens then? They get distracted. They allow their life to be filled with detours. And rather than spending the time, the energy, the minimalness on their dream, they keep getting pulled to the side. And as they get pulled to the side, what do they lose? They lose the attention that they've been putting into their dream. And when you're not consistent with your dream, you kill it. What kills most people's dreams? Education needed, not sought. Over and over, I've had people come to me and say, Richard, man, I just don't know what to do next. Or I have people talk to me, this is where I need to be, but I'm just not prepared. And every time I would hear that, it would be like there was an explosion on the inside of me and said, Richard, this is why you need to get this learning center out there, because people get paralyzed when they don't have the information. And the driving force behind this learning center is to get you the information that will remove the tough moments. And I'm not telling you there's not going to be tough times, but tough is removed when you have the right information to apply to the place where you're standing. What kills most people's dreams? They allow doubt to creep in. If you don't feed that desire, that determination, that discipline, if you don't stay strong within yourself, and if you look at the tough times, what do? You start building your life from the outside in. And building your life from the outside in is a death trap, because you move from a world of belief to a world of doubt. And when you start doubting, your dream starts being eroded. What kills most people's dream? Momentum dies from the lack of attention. You see, a dream is something that you can't be casual with. A dream is something you have to be consistent with. A dream is something that you've got to continue to prepare yourself to be able to achieve. You've got to have that learning center. You've got to have that place where you can go, that when you run into that tough wall, there is a class you can sit in that will give you the insights, the information, and the processes, not to take the wall down, but to blow it up so you don't ever have to come back to it again. That's the learning center. It is there as a place of preparation. It is there as an information release. It is there as a foundation that you can build on every day, as you said, in classes that are designed to prepare, to strengthen, to challenge you. All have dreams. I would bet you that you're a dreamer. You have dreams. You set aside time, and you find yourself sometimes when you're there, you find yourself when your mind just goes off and you think about what you wish you were doing with your life. Every human has a dream. The challenge is many don't have the inner strength to push through the times when their dream is attacked by the negatives life can throw at them. You have no idea, folks, over the past 5 years, the internal war that I have fought with myself, where the hunger of my life says, this is one of the things you were put on this life to achieve. And then the old Richard, which is still present, because the old you is always present in you, would come to me and say, Richard, do you think people really care about growing? Look at you. You started this career And you were going to change the world. And how long did it take for you to realize the majority of people didn't want to change? And that would weigh on me. And I think, why are you investing all this time? Why are you putting all this energy into this? And then that message would come from my heart. You can't change the world, but you can find that 2% of people who want a better life, who want to improve their life, who want to take the shackles off, who want to see the horizon with a brightness and with an opportunity, and know that there's always more for their life. But we're back to the challenge. Many don't have the inner strength to push through the times when their dream is attacked, and your dream's always going to be attacked by negatives that life can throw at them. And I'd come back and I'd look at myself and I would look at my sketch and I go, Richard, this is why they need the Learning Center. They need those pieces of life's puzzle that will help them be able to put their puzzle together and see what their life is about. See the value that they can bring. They can bring as a parent. They can bring as a spouse. They can bring as a leader. They can bring to the environment their life is in. Because there are people always around our life who are searching for that guide. And that guide is not someone who can fix their life, but it is someone who is in the classroom of life. And they're gathering insights, they're gathering information, they're gathering processes that as people come through their life, they can pause with them. And because of their being in the class of life and being in the learning center, they can bring value to them. Folks, every one of us can bring value to others, but we can't bring value if we've dropped out of life and stepped into the world of sameness. Our value comes from our learning and implementing what we're learning. So, there's power in a dream. And what is that power? Desire, determination, and discipline are bound together. And let me tell you something. When desire, determination, and discipline come together, you have collective genius. You have that inner well of motivation. You have that innerness that says, I can and I will. You have that part of you that every day can look beyond the doubt and stand stronger in the belief. The power of a dream, resilience. In these 5 years, I've been knocked down a lot. Yes, I've run against, well, how are you going to build this? Not everybody is at the same level. How can you build this learning center so that people can come at different levels and find classes that are where they are right now in their life? And yes, there are some who need a basic skill. There are others who have the basic skill, but they need that to be challenged. And then there are others who have reached that level of success in their life, but they're not through and they're not ready to drop out of life because there's always more to learn. Resilience is the ability to always look forward, and even though you stumble, to get back up. The power of a dream, enthusiasm to achieve. Listen, I'm driven by my desire to learn because I think my desire to learn is what creates my value to people. I want to have that statement that I share with you over and over again, that I want to be able to have that positive presence that is present when I'm not present. And this was one of the basic foundations to the Learning Center. I can't be everywhere. I can't always touch the lives that are over here, but I can create a platform that is filled with positive information, positive affirmations, positive sight, positive possibilities. And I can create a positive presence through having the learning center. The power of a dream is that there is that stage of positive presence that's created. I want to partner with you in your life. I want to stand with you in your life. I want to use the gifts that God has given me. I want to use the understandings about human behavior that I have to be able to provide you with the insights, the information, the ability to not only strengthen yourself, but create that positive presence with those who walk in, around, and through your life. The power of a dream, momentum you can't stop. I'll tell you something. As much negative has been thrown at me over the past 5 years, as much as there's been doubt, and I can remember sharing what I wanted to do with people, and they've just told me, Richard, there's already information out there. Why do you need to do this? And they were constantly throwing their negative darts at me. And you know what I had to do? I had to eliminate those people because I don't keep people in my life who are there to sabotage my dreams. And as I removed those people, other people came in who believed in me, who believed in what I could do. And my mentoring students would come back to me and say, Richard, you are one of the greatest gifts that God has placed in my life. And I wish you could talk to some of my mentoring students and how they have stepped into the class of life and have freed their self to have a life far beyond anything they ever thought they could have. And it's this that has created that inner momentum. It is this that has brought the confidence to me that says, this is what you need to do. You don't need to stop the other things you're doing. Continue to create, because as you create, you can bring more classes to the Learning Center. So, the birth of my dream. And I am so excited to share this with you. 5 years I have feasted on this. 5 years I have challenged myself. 5 years I have pushed me. You see, dreams have been what have driven my life. I live to find clarity of mind, seek to remove hurdles, create processes for freedom from limitations, and open the pathway to find life's purpose. That's what I want for you. What you see on that screen is exactly what I want for you. I want you to have the clarity of mind, and the classes will create that. I want to help you seek to remove hurdles, and the 3 different tiers of learning will help you there. And I want you to create processes that will free you from limitations. Limitations are self imposed, and most of the time they're self imposed because they hit us with a wall that we don't know what to do with. And it's challenging sometimes to find the classes that are there that are not larger in information than you can handle. If God has given me one ability, it's to take those tough times and create information that is clear, concise, and easy to implement. And I want to work with you. I want to partner with you to help you find the purpose there is for your life. Your life has a purpose. Now, is that purpose going to always remain the same? No. But you'll lose the purpose if you step out of the learning of life and step into the life of sameness. This is why the Learning Center is so critically important. So I had to put this in front of you because it's something I had to look at with myself. What has pushed me? Hmm? People whom I see living less than their talents. I have people come to me all the time and say, you know what? I'd love to be a student with you because in the exposure that I've had from you, you have helped me in so many different ways. I had an email after we finished our webinar yesterday on becoming the authentic you. And the young lady told me, she said, you know, I met you basically 10 years ago. And she said, I knew at that time you were a gift to my life, but I was afraid of you. And she said, then I realized it wasn't that I was afraid of you, I was afraid of myself. Because I knew that you could help me, but I wasn't willing to help myself because of the environment I was in. I lived with a mother who constantly put me down. I lived with a circle of influence that were negative people. And every day I gave my life to them. And she said, I'm tired of that. She said, I want to be the me that I was placed on this earth to be. And these hundreds of people that I've met, whom I see living with restrictions that are creating a life less than what their talents can allow them, has pushed me. Unwavering commitment to learning. I am a perpetual student. Yes, I am a teacher. But before I can teach, I have to be a student. And before you can really open up the horizon that is there for your life, you have to be a student. You have to find those classes. You have to be willing to step into the learning environment and commit yourself with an unwavering commitment to learning. What has pushed me? The strength that knowledge can bring. I listen to the people who come to me that I work with or have worked with. And they've looked at me and they said, Richard, I don't know where I'd be today without you. And that's not an ego thing for me, because my ego is not something I struggle with, because I am simply the me that God created. And I'm pushed by being the best me that I can be, by every day becoming better, by every day working to become smarter, and every day strengthening the quality of who I am. And I know the strength that knowledge can bring. And that has pushed me, having a positive platform to learn from. I haven't gotten here by myself. There have been people who have walked into my life who have become my teachers. And yes, I've sat in their classes of learning. And I've taken their wisdom and I've brought it to my application of life. And they continue to be teachers in my life. In this learning center, I'm never going to go away, because there are classes right now in each of the different tiers. And I'm going to continue to add classes that are going to push you, going to challenge you, going to be there to make you better, make you smarter, make you stronger, and being yourself. And you're going to have a platform that just continues to grow and challenge you. What has pushed me? Expanding knowledge. Do you want to grow? Do you want to experience everything your life can bring to you? Are you tired of struggling with life? Are you tired of living your life in a limited fashion? Do you sit around just internally having those conversations about what you want for your life? The Learning Center is there to expand your knowledge with dealing with the most consistent challenges you have in your life. By taking what you know and pushing it to another level, by putting you in situations that will test whether you really know what you say you know. What has pushed me? Developing a center to unleash potential. Are you living to your full potential? Are you? Are there things that you know you could be better at, but you just don't have the classroom to take you there? Are there still things you want to achieve with your life, but you're limited in the knowledge that you have right now? Folks, this learning center is here for you. And I've designed it that no matter where you are in your life, there are classes that will push you, challenge you, open up opportunities, show you a bigger world than you've ever thought that you could have. But here's the reality: none of us can achieve this on our own. You're not an island. We need an environment that grants us mental clarity, strengthening of our belief in self, an information platform that pushes us to learn more, and mental leaders who have taken their learning and provided us with a pathway filled with wisdom, with processes, and the strengthening of our belief in because I can, I will. You see, I'm not going to be the only one that's going to be the teacher in the classes. I'm going to bring you other minds that I respect. I'm going to bring you other people who can take you to different levels of information that are not my expertise. Because I want you to be challenged in all of the four rooms of your life: in your business room, in your family room, in your social room, in your personal room. I want you to be challenged. So, you ready? Let me show you my learning center. And this is so important. Today, right now, I'm pushing the button to launch 5 years of preparation. Today, I am launching the dream that has driven my life, pushed me to never stop researching how to help people move beyond the roadblocks that have held them from breathing life into their dream, and provide them with classrooms filled with courses designed to offer them to knowledge, to not just have a average life, to not just be satisfied with having a good life, but to step through and open that door to having the exceptional life that you were placed on this earth. And my learning center is going to be a place where I'm going to provide you with certain things, lessons you can build on. You see, lessons are simply information that you have to find the application in. But if you don't have the lessons, you can't find the application. My learning center is going to provide you with an expansion of what you already know. I'm going to challenge you to see whether this is really something you know and you believe in. It's going to provide you with advanced insights that will challenge your soul, because we're going to go deep inside you and we're going to open up that world of belief, trust, and faith in yourself. Resolution to struggles you haven't conquered. You're there. You're listening. And I know that inside of you, some of the limitations you face have been those struggles that you have carried throughout your life up to this point. And these are things that we're going to focus on in the Learning Center. And they're going to deal with things that other people may talk about, but they don't go in and give you the insights, the information, and the processes to be able to remove them. My Learning Center is going to provide you with new adventure that will continue to prepare you for future success. I am so excited about this. I am so excited about being able to show you these three tiers. And because it's a learning center, I've broken it down into three levels. And the first level is my undergraduate courses. Now, these are designed, all these courses are designed for behavioral development. Every step you take in life must begin with preparation, and everything here is about preparation. These undergraduate courses are designed to challenge those consistent struggles that hold you back, and you have them. These classes will arm you with information to break the hold that these struggles have had on you. Now, the classes in our undergraduate level are going to both individual studies and a once a month group class discussion. Look here. Here's what you get: the Morning Minute, access to the Morning Minute community, access to the Back to Basics series, which are filled with helping you remove the restrictions that keep you from growing your business, the Power to Be series, 12 1 hour sessions that each one deals with the most common, consistent struggles I have found in my working with human behavior, and to show you how to control. You can't ever remove a struggle, but you can control it. And then we're going to have 3 group meetings a year. And they're going to be led by either me or Peter Gauthier. And these are going to be discussions that are going to be open forums. And then if there's further material you want, I'm going to give you a 10% discount. And then our small group retreats, 3 of them in 2021. And there's a 10% discount on these. And this is so very important. And you see the investment. The investment is $1,997. And that's a lifetime investment. It's not something that goes away after a year. You have access to this. Our second tier is our graduate courses. And the courses that I have designed here are there to strengthen your self belief, strengthen your trust and faith in your ability to succeed. You see, folks, growth is more than knowledge. It's taking what you have learned and strengthening that knowledge into a solid. What's solid? You can stand on it and you don't have to worry about it giving away. A solid foundation of application. The graduate platform is designed to push you to a deeper understanding of what continued success means. The structure here in this tier is that of learning that will expose you to personal learning and group classes, where together we can take the other students that are in this graduate division, and together we can learn. You see, I think we need to create platforms of collective genius, and that's where we'll all be together. And it's easier when you have the classes that challenge you. And look at what you get. You're going to get everything that's in the undergraduate learning level. You're going to get the Morning Minute for 2 years. You're going to have access to a day at the zoo video, one of the most important learning things I've ever done, where you're going to learn how to work with the different personalities in your life and remove the concept of people being difficult. You're going to get my personal development series 2, which is the deeper level to understanding some of the struggles you have. And then we're going to have 6 group meetings a year with the graduate students. And then if there are other things you want from my store, 15% discount. And if you see one of the learning small group centers we're going to have, you get a 15% discount off of the registration fee. You see the tuition that's there, $4,997. And then there is one more tier, and that's my postgraduate courses. And these are the courses that I limit to the people who have really reached the level of being the 2%, because these are designed to prepare you with a PhD in all aspects of life. There's a deeper side to living that very few people ever reach. And it's that small group that I look for sometimes, that I can get inside their head and I can play with them and really expand their understanding. The curriculum in the postgraduate tier will push you to levels of thinking designed to challenge what you believe you know. And believe me, if there is one person who can challenge you in your belief center, you're looking at him. The classes here will be guided by both individual experiences and group meetings designed around discussion themes that will challenge what you say you believe. Are they simply things that you have opinions about? These sessions will be guided by the master of answering those in-depth probing questions. I will be working with the postgraduate courses. Now, look at what you get. Everything in the undergraduate and graduate level, the Morning Minute for 4 years, Achieving Personal Greatness series. This is the deepest thing I've ever written. This is a PhD course in life. You get my Personal Development Series 3. You get my Leadership Development Package Series 1. And you get 6 one-on-one meetings for 1 year with either me or with Peter Gauthier. And then there's going to be 6 group meetings for the year with all the postgraduate students led by me or by Pete. And then there's a 20% discount off of anything you want to add to your library. And with the small group retreat, you get a 20% discount to this. Can you see the value that this can bring to your life? And I want to introduce you to someone right now who is going to explain this. It's the architect of the Learning Center. It's the architect of the new website that we're releasing. As soon as this ends, we're releasing the new website, and we're releasing the foundation and the opening of the Learning Center. Now, Troy's going to talk to you for a few minutes and give you an overview. And don't want you to go away, because when Troy finishes, then we're going to announce the winners to our prizes and our game that we created. And I'm just excited to announce these winners to you. I didn't pick them; they were picked at random from the people who entered. And then the last thing I want to do with you, I want to give you a Christmas gift. I want to give you probably one of the biggest gifts I've ever given to anybody. So let's go to Troy. Let's let Troy talk to us for a few minutes, and then let's announce the winners to the prizes. And then let's open our Christmas present together. Here's Troy.
Awesome. Thanks, Richard, for having me on this live webinar. Again, my name's Troy, Marketing Director and Brand Strategist for Richard. And we are super excited, obviously, to launch this new Learning Center for Richard Flint. As you can see, I got the login screen here. Richard already went over the 3 learning levels already, so I'm not going to go over those, but I am going to go over the website real quick. Okay, so here is the home page. I'm going to scroll through it real fast and then come back and go through some of the things. So that's the home page right now. All right. Okay, so you want to book Richard? Awesome. Go here, fill in the form for your event, what you're interested in, online courses, keynote speaking, live event, whatever, and book your event. And if you need to contact us, that information is right here. Richard's resources. We wanted to put all the resources in one little section where it's highly visible, easily accessible, and right there. Another exciting feature about the Learning Center is now you can download a mobile app, okay? So go here, learn more about the app, and you can download this to an iPhone or Android. So when you are a student and have courses, now you can access those courses on the go on your phone or tablet 24/7. So that's an awesome new feature that's available. And then Richard already went over the learning levels, and he's going to cover more after I'm done with my presentation here. Okay, so the store, the Flint Shop. So we have the Power to Be series, Back to Business series, Personal Development series, 1, 2, and 3. The Achieving Personal Greatness series. Star Maker tickets are here, the mentoring programs. So you see how to purchase the courses or the content. From there, when you have those courses, you're going to go up here to, once you're a member, you're going to have access, you're going to log in, and you're going to go to your library, okay? Now, of course, I have all the courses, which you can too. So like the Power to Be series. You go here, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 12-week program. Some of these are time released, so you won't get week 2 until after you finish week 1 and it's 7 days out. So on and so forth. Some of the content you get all at once, some of them are time released. Okay, you can watch the intro video here, and if you want to, or go to the first lesson, and you can start watching the lesson here. Now, I want you to pay attention, because on the side here, you can download the MP3s or the study guides or any other files that we put. Okay, some of these courses have video with Richard training and a study guide or study guide and MP3s, and some are just audio MP3s. Okay, so the Power to Be has the video, the MP3, the study guide, and once you complete it, you mark it as complete like that, and you go to the next lesson. Super easy and simple. So let's say like Personal Development Series 1. These are all MP3s. So you could start, you go to month 1. There's no video, but you download the MP3 and the study guide and go through Personal Development Series 1. And that's for all 3 of those series. Achieving Personal Greatness, that's all audio too, but this is a huge program that Richard put together, and it's like having a PhD in life. So that's Achieving Personal Greatness series. Day at the Zoo, that's video, study guide, MP3. And then like this, the Getting Back to Business. It's just a mini course, okay? So just one course, watch the webinar, and that's these 5 here. Now, I put these into the Back to Business series, which there will be more coming out in that series, but these are like mini courses that you can get if you don't want the whole series right away. Morning Minute Community. Oh yeah, I'll come back. So once you purchase and subscribe to the Morning Minute, you are also going to be automatically part of the community. And you can log in as a Morning Minute community member and go to the community. It's kind of like a Facebook group, but it's exclusive to the Learning Center. That is the new website, Learning Center, in a nutshell. Also, this is only the beginning of this Learning Center. Like there's gonna be more content coming out, more classes, creating more community groups, and so much more that we're gonna go from here. But we just had to get this launched because we're super excited and we didn't want to wait any longer for you guys to get this. So I'm going to give it back to Richard, and he's going to wrap this up. And I know he's got some amazing things to offer you. So thanks, guys. I hope you love the new Learning Center. In fact, I know you'll love it as much as we do. So take care.
This comes now to the fun part. You know, we ran a contest and in our pre-launch, and we were giving away 4 major prizes. But I went to Troy and said, Troy, I want to add a fifth level of prizes to this. So what we did is we came up with a 5th prize where we are announcing 5 winners. And these winners get a copy of one of my books, an MP3, and 1 mini course that they can select as the one that they want. And are you ready? We did this in a random drawing. And from that, here are the winners: Lisa Beard, Michael Dufresne, Corey Ellis, Carolyn Janik, and Avon. Now, as soon as this is, we finish this, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get an email from us telling you how to claim your prize. So I'm so excited that we could add this 5th level to this. And then the 4th prize is a coupon worth $200 toward any of the learning level packages that you're interested in. And randomly, the winner to this was Philip. And Philip, I know you because you've been part of the Morning Minute. So Philip, as soon as this is over, you'll get an email, respond back, and let's get this taken care of, okay? And then the 3rd level, which is a seat at the Star Maker, which is valued at $575. And I'm going to tell you some of these names that were randomly picked. I have had trouble with the last name, but you'll know who you are when you see it on the screen. And our winner for the seat at Star Maker is Kelly from Highland, Michigan. And Kelly, I'm so excited that you will have a seat at our final Star Maker, which will be our 30th Star Maker. And our theme is, I can because I will. And you'll get information on being able to claim this. And then our 2nd prize winner, which is an hour one-on-one with me conversation. And I'm excited. When I saw the name of this winner, I got excited because I've known this gentleman for a while, Steve Martin from Evansville, Indiana. And Steve, I am so excited about having this hour-long conversation with you. And so again, you'll get information as soon as we're done here. And that information will tell you how you and I can schedule our hour-long one-on-one. And I'd like to do it in December if we can, so that we can get ourselves prepared for next year. Or if next year works better, we'll do it the 1st of January. And then our grand prize winner, a value of $1,997, which is a free undergraduate package. So what will happen is you will receive that undergraduate courses at no charge to you. And our winner is Pat from the Villages. And Pat, I don't want to butcher the last name, but I think it's Riorgard from the Villages, which is a really great place. And Pat, I'm so excited to be able to give you the undergraduate course so that you and I can work together. And I appreciate all of you that entered. We had a ton of people that entered the contest. And then as they were randomly picked, I got excited with each of the names that came out. Now, one more thing, and we'll be done, is that I want to offer you a Christmas present. And this Christmas present is from me to you. And it's a gift that I hope that you will understand and see the value in. Because what I would like to do is I would like to offer you 50% off of any of the 3 tiers in the Learning Center. The undergraduate, 50% off. The graduate, 50% off. The postgraduate, 50% off. And you're going to, all you've got to do is go to richardflint.com/launch50. And here's what this means. It means that where that undergraduate was $1,997, Now it's $998.50, 50% off of that. And all you do is go to richardflint.com, launch 50, and you can sign up for the undergraduate at a 50% discount. It means that for the graduate, the $4,997 for you is $2,498.50. And you'll get everything that's in the graduate courses, the undergraduate courses, plus everything in the graduate courses. And again, richardflint.com, launch 50. And then the postgraduate, $9,997. The value for you, $4,998.50. And you'll get everything in the undergraduate, everything in the graduate, plus everything that I have designed for this postgraduate. And this is something that is just so critically important for us. And I'm hoping that you will take advantage of this. Man, I hope you see the energy in this. I hope you see the excitement in this and the opportunity that's here. And as we end this, the new website is going to go live. And you can go there and take a look at the learning tiers. Take a look at the learning center. I promise you this will be an experience of learning where together we will sit in all of us will sit in the classroom. Please understand this. You're either going to sit in the class of learning or you're going to drop out and you're going to live in the circle of sameness. I want to partner with you. I want to be an instructor for you. I want to be a guide. I want to be a mentor. I want to be someone who's here to challenge you. So I thank you for spending this time with us. And I'm hoping that there is this opportunity for us to grow together. And again, with the learning center, the three tiers, richardflint.com/launch50, and it'll take you right there. And the center will be launched immediately when we finish this within 1 minute. And I look forward. I look forward to continuing to work with you to grow through our new learning center. And thank you for sharing this time with me. And if you have any questions, any concerns, email me, richard@richardflint.com, or reach out to Denise at richardflint.com. And we can grow together. I want to use the talents that God has given me. I want to use the clarity of mind that I can bring to you. Please go to richardflint.com/launch50. And together, let's begin this learning center journey together. I look forward to this. I look forward to our growth time together. God bless you. And again, thank you very much for spending this time with me.